All right, picking up from where we left off, what I want you to do is on your physical host, so outside of the analyst virtual machine, back out on your physical host, I'd like you to open up a Chrome browser or a browser of your choice. And what we want to do is go to VirusTotal.com. Now, VirusTotal.com is a gigantic repository of lots of different information about malware samples. It has file hashes, it has files themselves, it even has URLs and URIs. And what you can do is submit information to VirusTotal and ask it, hey, have you seen this before? Is this a malware sample that has been seen in the wild somewhere? And so what we can do is copy out either one or both of the file signature hashes that we have received. And so we go over to the search function right here, and we can Control V and copy this in and hit enter. And so it will search, and what is going to happen is it will say no matches found. Now, at the time of recording this, these are fresh malware samples that I have written myself, and there won't be any VirusTotal hits. But as time goes on, I would anticipate that this starts to turn up that these are malicious samples. And the reason is because as more people submit this file hash or the samples themselves to the file part of VirusTotal, VirusTotal is going to scan these files and say, hey, I am identifying certain functions that I think are malicious. So what I also want to do is show you maybe what this would look like if it picked up something that was actually malicious. So I'm going to use our tried and true WannaCry sample here. And so what I'm going to do is do the exact same thing, MD5 sum, but instead of the malware unknown sample, I'm going to type in WannaCry. And we'll take this and we will Control-C copy this out. We'll go back over to VirusTotal, and in the search bar, we'll search for this one. And wouldn't you know it, and which is not very surprising, 63 out of 68 malware vendors found that this is a malicious file. And a lot of them will actually tell you exactly what that is. So that's a pretty interesting thing that VirusTotal knows this file so well that it can pin down exactly what specimen it is, but that just goes to the power of these kind of collective databases of malware. So that is the second part of our basic static analysis. We will submit the file hash to VirusTotal and see if this sample has been seen in the past. All the while, we are annotating these pieces of information. We're taking the MD5 sum and the SHA-256 hash and putting that into our notes for a report later down the line. And so that's it. That's submitting to VirusTotal, and we're going to keep it rolling with the next part of our static analysis.